Hey everyone, today I'm going to walk you through how I built these floor-to-ceiling Gothic windows. They're heavily inspired by Revendreth, but built in a really modern way. They use Chandelier sleepers, layered light sources, and a custom backdrop to fake depth and scale. I'll break it down step by step so you can adapt this to your own builds, whether you're going brutalist, Gothic, or somewhere in between. This is just me breaking everything down, just so you can see like how much light source is used. But let's get started. Okay, so for the framing, I used a lot of Lordaeron fence posts. I also used the Pandaren walls, and then here I'm kind of showing you how many rugs you'll need, the wool rugs, and they're just flipped upside down at 200%. But you honestly can create whatever type of frame you want. You just need to cover the area with these red wool rugs, and I used Horde Red here. Here I'm kind of trying to count how many I used. 3 there, 3 there, I think, yeah, 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. And then, yeah, but you can honestly create whatever kind of box, little diorama setup you want, any size. And here's the 200% scaled Pandaren walls. And with the framing, it's dealer's choice. I like the brutalist aesthetic of the concrete vibes that the Pandaren walls were giving. But you could do beams, you could do Chandelier walls, whatever you want. And here I'm just kind of showing you how I place them in, clip them into the ground. Now we'll need our fence posts. Here you can use beams as well, but I think the fence posts really, one, they're low decor budget, so I really like fence posts, but also I like how the Revendreth vibes it gives. It's very Gothic with the aesthetic, so here I'm just layering them. And I like to cover the metal parts, so it kind of, from afar, gives the impression that they're all one beam. Layering. This part's kind of tedious, but this is where I really wish we had like a free cam or like flying mode. Alright, so now we'll start placing our sleepers in to kind of help guide us for where we want everything. And these Chandelier sleepers are 200%. They're upside down, and then the angling is weird. Sometimes you'll need, oh here, just showing you I framed it with the Pandaren walls at the top as well. The framing, or the angles of the Chandelier sleepers is kind of weird. You just kind of want to make sure that, I liked the flatness of it, so I kind of did, there I tilted it 8 degrees, but you could probably do like 15 degrees too. You just have to watch out for how the top and bottom clip through your framing pieces. Alright, and then putting our other ones in. And you can see I kind of put the rugs up until the headpiece of the of the beds. I also made the tops of the beds, I guess the bottoms, flipped upside down flush with the ceiling, so they kind of fit into the top of the ceiling. Alright, now we have like a guide for our window. Now you could do whatever kind of scene you want in the background. I think I was a little influenced by Stranger Things here, but I also liked how the rings of the sleeper kind of look like tentacles wrapped around, like it's warping this like red reality. I don't know. That was what I kind of envisioned. But here I'm putting in some deep hull crystals just for the eyes. I think the first person to do this was MegaArt from WoW. And everyone just keeps doing it, but I think it looks so cool. I'm trying to get better at hotkeys, but I'm so used to the hotkeys from Adobe and Blender, so I'm gonna have to get used to these. Alright, so I shrunk them down 20%. And now I'm just going to put them in for eyes. Just, you just kind of want the tips in. You could do any kind of gem, like the pink gems. There's you could do a felt candle, do anything. That's what I love too about the WoW Discords. If you're on like the WoW Kia Discord or the Architects of Azeroth, all those, I love seeing everyone's inspiration, and it kind of gives you ideas of your own. Just how to incorporate with your design aesthetic. Just putting more in. And I angle them downwards so that the tips of the crystals kind of look like they're looking in one direction. I should also mention all the window stuff. I was very heavily inspired by Cottage Wizard. I'll link like a bunch of people I like in the description for people you should follow if you like WoW housing, because there's so many creative people in the community that I think it would be really cool to, you know, if you're interested in it, see more. Again, I'm just doing the crystals. This part takes kind of a while because they're a little tedious, but you can totally skip this part if you don't want to worry about all the crystals. Again, do whatever kind of scene you want. You could even do like the Starry Night Sky thing. Cottage Wizard actually has a tutorial for that as well. Yeah, you can do anything. Alright, I like the way that looks. So we're going to put the Chandelier Sleeper back in the center. I'm just like lining it up to see if I like the way it looks, and I do. Alright, so now we start on all of our light sources. So first we start with the Paladin book, Class Hall book, which you can get in Lemix. All of these are at 200% by the way. I liked the Shining Light. It really bounces off the sculpture of the squid really well. And then I liked the particle effect of the Alloon braziers. It does give that sort of effect of the upside down from Stranger Things. And I'm just putting them underneath each bed, or I guess on top of each bed, the bottom part flipped upside down. And these, again, are 200% flipped upside down. Pretty much everything. I shouldn't say that because the crystals are varying. And then the biggest light source that I've found is the Kirin Tor eyeballs. I don't know what they're called. I forget the name. The Kirin Ball torches, or the Kirin Tor torches. They give off so much light, and when you stack them, the light is very intense. I'm just clipping it through so you can't see it come through on the base of the bed. And now for this goes right underneath the base of our window, because you kind of, windows give off of like a natural reflection to your surfaces that you can't really replicate. So you want to put this underneath your the base of wherever you're framing, so you can kind of have it look like it's reflecting that light. And then here I'm taking, these crystals are 100% and they're just clipped into the floor. And you can put them anywhere where you have framing pieces, but it does add like a little glow effect to the corners of where you have your window, which really adds to the depth of your lighting. So here you can see I'm placing it kind of in the corners of where the window frame would be. See, on that corner there, the middle corner. And again on the other side of the middle corner. So it gives that I would say it gives like a dimension and kind of like a shading effect. And I'm just moving the book because that the beam, it's hard to move anything with that beam of light. I'll put that back. Alright, a couple more crystals. Another person I really like who is on Instagram, Aurora WoW. She actually did the same thing as me at the same exact time, and we both are like hard forcing this almost like a red curtain, which you're getting some in midnight, so it's kind of funny that we both had this idea and we didn't just wait till midnight. And there you can see I put the 3 crystals right in the middle sides, so it kind of creates more of that dimension. And it's done now, but I added a little kind of, I think it's funny. I put a little raptor being eaten by the, I don't know, I guess the hive mind or a demogorgon, whatever you want to call this little squid. But this is completely optional. I just think it's funny. and you're done. Looks good. Check it out, see if you like everything, but I think it looks good. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and please like and subscribe if you liked it, and I'll try to do some more tutorials. Thanks.